Good morning, everyone. In the last class, we are trying to discuss with you this particular generator strategy, and later we identified here the custom naming strategy. So basically, we are having some error issue with this particular class because we are trying to implement this particular naming strategy. So this class is not able to call. So I identified this particular problem here. In the last class, we are trying to create this particular object for this particular custom table column names. And here, what we're doing here, we are trying to make this particular custom information. Getting the point. So what we are doing here, we are trying to create a table with some of the prefix and suffix here, and the each column we are trying to make with the uppercase here. So we implemented this information inside this particular class called custom table column name. But this particular class is not able to call in the last class. That is because of, so when we are trying to create this particular configuration object here, after creating this particular configuration object here, so we need to create this particular naming strategy. So in the last class we created after this particular class. So what happens internally? So configuration is identifying here based on this particular mapping information. So because of this class is not able to call. Okay. So I identified issue and I resolved here just for only I changed to the line number. Initially it is line number 17. Now I moved into the line number 15 here. So these are the changes I made here. So I'm going to run this particular class is calling here. Observe carefully. Okay, let me run with the debug mode. So we'll have a information whether this particular class is calling or not. Now I'm trying to click on this particular F8. What happened here? We are getting an error here. So something called, okay. So with the schema, we don't have a table. And so we need to understand here what is this particular HPM to DDL command we are using. And before going to use here, I want to make one, put a breakpoint here. So what happened here, even we put the breakpoint, we are unable to call this particular information. So let me check with the schema first. So first we need to check with the schema. To check with the schema, so we are creating with the create here. Okay. So default schema we are making airlines here. So that is correct. So why the object is not getting? So we'll try to resolve this particular object issue. So later we'll understand here. So what? Okay. Still we are having this particular airline.error message. So based on this particular schema, we don't have a table here. So that is providing here. But here, so this is going to created by Hibernate. So even though if it is not available, so it has to create by this particular Hibernate here. So we need to understand here what exactly is having an error here. So we need to do, okay. Basically, schema airline does not exist here. Okay, we created here airline, but now, so we need to check in the Hibernate. We are giving as a capital, but I think in the mapping. So in the DB, what we are having, okay, all we are having the same only. Alter schema to airline, yes. Okay, I change the schema name. And I'm going to run the same information here. So if it's still getting an error, we need to change this particular Hibernate to the default schema information here. Okay. Okay, we did not get any error here. But now what we need to understand here, whether this particular table is created or not. First we need to check the table is created or not. So where we need to check here, because now we are working with the schema information. So previously we don't have a schema. The public schema we have identified, but now, so with the schema we are trying to add in information, like we are trying to create a table inside this particular schema called airlines here. So now let me go to the database here, refresh this particular schema. Now you can see AR underscore message. Getting the point, AR underscore message. So where we are getting this particular AR, now we need to understand inside this particular mapping resource. So this is our mapping resource. So where anywhere we did specify this particular table called AR underscore message? No, we did not specify AR underscore here. But how this particular, the prefix is added here. Getting the point, how this particular prefix is added. So because you can see this particular table does not contain any the prefix information here. But if I'm going to check with this particular table here, we're having AR underscore message. And let me go for this particular EX here. Here what we can do, we need to run like this. So select star from airlines dot AR underscore message. So this is the way we need to run the query. Getting the point. Now observe here. So because of this particular, where is the class custom table here, what we are doing is we are trying to work with this particular AR underscore table name. Getting the point. So these are about the naming strategy. If we want to create a custom information, getting the point. If you want to create this particular custom related information, so we can go for this particular interface, we can implement, and we can specify whatever the information we want to add here. Getting the point. So sometimes we are going to get some null pointer exceptions here. We need to understand here, so where exactly we are getting this particular null pointer exception, so that we can fix out the particular null pointer problem here. So these are about this particular naming strategy example, and along with this, so we created the new record inside this particular different schema. Now we are working with this particular schema called ALN schema, and we are going to create the one table here. Right. Okay. Back to here. So what I want to do, like after completion of this particular section here, yesterday we are trying to work with some composition here. So we identified here we are going to have some relation between these two tables here. So we are going to discuss more on this particular association information. So what are the associations we are going to have here? Basically, you can understand here when we are having more classes than this particular more table here. Right. The simple example here, the user which is going to have billing address as well as home address here. But here what we are going to do, so instead of creating this information, so we'll try to create all the information inside this particular user record. So sometimes what happens here, let me open the MS Paint here. The user inside this particular user table or user class, we are going to have multiple properties here. So what are the multiple properties we are going to have? So something called billing state and the billing city and the billing zip code. Same way we are going to work with the home state and the home zip code and home city. But here the properties are same. If I'm going to open so this particular address class, so inside this particular address class we are having same properties, so state, zip code and the city. But only the difference here, so this particular address will contain two here. So one is a billing address and another one is a home address. So how we are going to work on this particular problem? Right. So basically this particular problems we are going to achieve using this particular object model here. Getting the point. So we are going to work with the reuse and more understandable how exactly this particular object model is going to reuse. So we'll try to have a simple understandable here. So to understand here, now what we are going to do. So we'll try to work with this particular address, association of this particular address here. Using this particular association, we are going to create a two information here. So now understand here. So this is the user section here. Right. So inside this particular username, what happens internally? We'll have first name, something called last name, and so password. Same way, we'll have a different property, something called the email created there. So these are the properties we'll have inside this particular user class. But here, I'm going to work with this particular address here. Right. So inside this particular address, what happens internally? Basically, address will have only one model class here. Address will have only one model class here. But the properties will have same. So street, zip code, and city. So these are the three properties here. But this particular address is going to play very important role here. So for one time here, so which is going to play home address. For another time, which is going to play billing address. Getting the point. Imagine here. So first time, which is going to work with billing address, and another time, so which is going to work with home address. Right. But how we can differentiate here? So how we can work on these three columns based on this particular type here. Based on this particular type. So if it is a billing address, so we need to work with billing related properties, and if it is a home address, and we need to work with home related properties. So how we are going to achieve here? So to achieve here, what we need to do? Basically, inside this particular user mapping file, so we need to create these two information here. One is a billing address and another one is a home address. So to understand here, first what we need to do, let me create this particular. So here I will create. So inside this particular source directory, we are going to work with so mapping file, and I want to create a user.sbm.xml. Inside this particular user, what we are going to do, let me copy this particular DTT file. And here we can work with the package will same and a class. So what is the class we are having? Something called user. So let me remove these many, something called schemas and everything. And we need to understand here. So name user, and we can work with the table here. So what is the table we are going to work here? Something called user. Right. And later, what we are going to work here, we'll try to work on this particular ID. The name, we are having the ID, and the column, so we can change with the user. So before going to change, we need to understand here whether we are having ID or not. So we don't have. So private So setters and getters here, ID. And this ID, inside the column one, we are going to specify the user ID, the type long. And later, so we'll try to work with the native. Right. And we are going to work with so this particular component information. And first we'll try to check with the properties. So what are the properties we are having inside this particular user class? So first one called username. And the column, what we can do, so same thing we can specify here, only the difference here, uppercase. Type string. So we'll try to remove this particular constraint here. I'm trying to remove this particular constraint here. So observe here. So we understand this particular property. After understanding this particular properties, now what I want to do, let me create all the properties first. How many properties we are having? So first one, only two we are having. So password. So password also we make as SIM. And here I want to provide first name, SIM, last name. Here I want to generate setters and getters for this particular first name and last name. Okay. And let me add this information also. So last one, something called last name. Okay. So we created username, password, first name and last name. So these are about the user information. Now what I want to do. So based on this particular diagram here, what we need to do here? So we need to work with the billing address and home address. So first we'll create a home address and later we'll try to work on the billing address. Observe here, to work with this particular billing address and home address, first what we need to do. So we need to copy this particular component information. Here I want to specify component name. So what exactly this particular component name will contain here. Right. So I want to change to the home address. And here we are having one property called class here. So what is the class we are having? Address. Getting the point. Name of this particular component we are making as a home address. And this particular component is going to work based on this particular class called address here. So inside this particular component here, what I want to do, I want to work with the properties here. So let me add this particular properties information here. So what exactly the properties we are having? So where we need to check? Inside this particular address class. Inside this particular address class, so what are the properties we are having? First one called state here. So go back to the user here. Name of the property we are having state, and we can work with type. So the type we are having string, and later we need to work with column. So now you can understand here how this particular column will work. So home underscore state, and we can make constraint also. So what is the constraint we can make? Not null constraint we can make. Getting the point. So these are about the one property. And same way we want to work with another property, and we are having three properties here. So go back to this particular class, zip code. type also string we provided, and I want to change to the zip code, so not num2. So finally, we need to work on this particular city, home city. Getting the point. So these are about the one component, right? And we want to work with another component. So what is another component we are having? So instead of home address, what we can do, we need to work with the billing address, right? So now you can see, if we change billing address also, what are the properties are going to change it? The column names are going to change. So other than remaining everything, we are going to make as a same here. Instead of home here, we want to check with the billing state, billing zip code, billing city, right? So these are about the different components here. Getting the point. So using now what we are doing here. So if you observe this particular component information, how exactly, so those are going to available here, right? So now I want to create one more diagram here. So this particular section which is going to work with bi-direction here. Basically now we work on the only so unidirection here, right? So only one kind of direction we made here. Getting the point. So only the direction here, user to address. But now we want to make the bi-direction here. So how we are going to make this particular bi-direction here? Basically, we are having only a relation like this, right? User to address, but we don't have a relation like this. So now we want to make this particular relation from address to this particular user here. So to make here, what we need to do? Getting the point. So we need to understand here to make this. So we need to provide the parent name here. Getting the point. So here we are having after this particular component here. After this particular component, we need to work with the one tag called parent here. So what exactly we are having the particular parent here. So now observe this particular parent information. So this particular address is going to make the relation from the which class? So something called user here. Here we need to specify user. Getting the point. So same thing we need to work with this particular billing address also. So that we are going to have, so both the directions we are going to have a relation here. So from the address to we can call the user, from the user to we can make the address here. Right. So now we'll have a final diagram here. So how exactly which is going to look like here. So now you can understand here inside this particular user table. So this is a user table here. User ID. So user ID we are going to have a primary key here. Right. And something called username, and we identified the first name, last name, something password. So the remaining columns, so I am not going to write here, but observe here. So how this particular billing address component is going to work. So here billing related columns here. So something called billing street and billing zip code. So this section which is going to work with the component called. So what is the another component we are going to have? So here I am trying to write billing address component, because these are the columns are going to available. So billing city. Same way I want to write here home address component. So this particular home address component will look like this. And so this will come under the home address component. Right. So this will have a relation like this here. So this section which is going to work with this particular component called billing address component, and this particular section which is going to store for this particular component called home address component. So now we need to understand here how these particular objects are going to work. So let me create a simple example on this particular user so that we can work on this particular example. So now what I want to do, I want to create here, so inside this particular main class. Let me comment off this particular section here. We're not going to work with the message here. Now we're trying to work with something called user. So here I want to write. So to write here, what we need to do? Cutting the point. So first we need to create an object here. So what are the objects we need to create? Cutting the point. So what are the objects we need to create? First we need to create a user object, and later we need to create a address here. To create here, let me create a, okay. So this is a user object here. User dot. So I want to provide first ID. So long, okay. I want to convert to long here. So okay, I converted into long data type. Later, user dot set first name, something called, I want to provide Ramesh. Last name, we want to work with Kumar. Username, so something called R Kumar. I want to provide the username or password, same thing. And address. Before going to set this particular address, first what we need to do. So I'm not adding address right now. We'll try to work with the address here. And set street. and the street I want to provide something ABC. Some zip code I provided, something called city. I want to provide city 1. So these are about the address here. Right. Now what I'm doing here. So here we are going to work with this particular, so we can check as a home address. And, okay. So we'll save this example first. So how the data is going to insert it. So later we can work on this particular home address and the billing address. Now understand here. Here we need to work on this particular these two. AD1. So we'll try to run the same example. We'll see what are the exceptions we are going to get. So now user HTML not found. Okay. Because we created a subset that is like a class path. Inside the class path we created this particular user HBM file here. Now I change to the our package location, because so property not found. So which property we are not finding? Could not find the setter property of user class called components. So inside this particular address, now I want to generate this particular user. Okay, I added the setter property. So now we can see, so what is error we are getting here? So we are getting home address. Getting the point. So this particular getter is not found in the particular model class called user. So now what you are understanding here? We need to provide the getter information of this particular home address. So how to provide this particular home address? Right. So to understand here, so these are the important. Let me read one more time here. So Pojo entity unable to instantiate the default localizer. Okay, we'll try to change to the home address. So instead of address here, home address I want to change. We'll run one more time the same example. Now you can observe, still we are going to get any property. So now we need to understand here, so what is the property is expecting. So now you can see billing address. Getting the point. So I want to provide the more information. So like if you miss something, how exactly we are going to get any information here. So now you can see, even if we add this particular home address, because we are having two components here. Getting the point. We are having two components here. The first component we added for 2. Again, so which is giving an error for this particular billing address. So let me add the billing address information. So to add the billing address information, what I need to do? So we need to recreate one more address here. We need to recreate this particular billing address here. Setters and getters here. Getting the point. So whenever we are trying to provide this particular component information inside this particular user mapping file here. So what exactly which is expecting here? So which is expecting, the Hibernate is expecting here, get the information of each component here. Now understand here, so still we are getting here. So we need to understand here, very carefully here. So now you can see not null constant we are getting here. So some value we are trying to provide here, null value. So we need to understand here, so what is the value we are making as a null here. Okay, so create this particular not null constant here inside the user home address. The home address we are making null here. Getting the point? The home address we are making null here. So like even though if you are adding this particular address here, getting the point? Even though if you are adding this particular address, so this particular address is not linked to any user record here. So if I'm going to see inside this particular database here, airline dot address. So we need to understand whether this particular table is created or not. Okay. So as of now, the table is not created, but now you can see this particular console here. So you are going to have information here. So airlines dot Hibernate sequence. So yesterday we discussed this particular sequence information because now we are working on this particular generator as a native here. So internally we identify these are the native with a combination of the remaining generator classes here. So in that only one is trying to work with the Hibernate sequence here. Okay, back to here. So just one sequence is created here, but we need to understand here any table is created or not. So create the table something called AR user, and same way we can see Hibernate sequence is created and AR user one table is created here. We need to check with the same thing called address. Okay, so only user information we are getting here. Only the user information we are getting. We are not finding address information. We are not finding address information. So basically, now you can see these are the properties here. Getting the point. So these are the user information up to this. So these are the home address. Same way we are having address. So these are the properties we provided inside this particular user mapping file. But now what you need to understand here, so when we are trying to commit this particular user information, because in the user HBM file here, so what we made here, this particular home address, all the properties we made as a not null constant here. All the properties we made as a not null. So we need to provide here. So how we can provide? Observe here inside this particular main class here. Now what we need to do, so here I want to create like this here. Here I want to create like this. So let me user dot set home address. I want to change here this particular AD1 as a home address. Getting the point? So this is the way we can comment here. But same way, what happens internally? We are going to get an error for this particular billing address. So let me create a one more address here. This particular transaction commit we can use only one time because now we are in the same transaction. Back to here. So this is the billing address. Getting the point? So now observe carefully how we are trying to add here. How we are trying to add this particular billing information. So street also I want to provide something called billing. So zip code something I want to give some different one. City 2. So instead of ABC we can make a home underscore address here. Home underscore address here. So this is we can change to the billing address so that we can understand the state information. Okay. Now, so we need to understand very carefully because so we are going to get more errors. So observe again getting an error here. So you can see mapping exception, unknown entity address. So this we are getting unknown entity here. So what we need to do here? So if we are not getting this particular unknown entity, so what exactly we need to provide here? Getting the point? Now you need to understand here, so where we miss something here. So we miss something here inside this particular configuration class. If I'm going to add CFD add property something called address. So what happens internally? Cutting the point. So now you can see all the tables are going to here. To understand more here, you can observe the table not found here. Right, if the table not found here, what happens internally? The table is going to create and these are the columns here. Same thing, these are the indexes we are creating here and so dilate it is. So something we need to understand here, the insert queries here. You can see insert into AR user. Insert into AR user. While inserting this particular user information, we are getting an error here. Something the mapping information not found in there. So we need to understand this particular debug information so that we are going to have more information. Okay, let me run one more time because I specified this particular add class. So what is the exception we are getting here? The mapping related exception we are going to get. So now you can see address hbm.xml not found. Getting the point. Address hbm. So let me add this particular address hbm. So to add this particular address hbm, what we can do? Here I want to copy so this particular message information into this particular address. Change to the package. address and so provide address information. Address ID. So increment, you can work with the native. And what are the other properties we are having? So say here, we can make state type here saying I want to make and not null constraint. So what happened here? We are getting an error here. What is the error we are getting here? Property must be followed with so name, column, height, not null. Everything we are following same. Okay, right. So error also resolved here. Okay, these are the three properties. Zip code. Okay. Let me, anything we need to change here? No. Okay. So go for the main class. Try to run the same example. So what happened? Again we are getting an action. So something not property. Billing address we did not add it. Okay. Observe here. So insert into record address here and so two records are inserted and one user record. Getting the point. So first what we need to do, we go for this particular address table. Let me reset this particular schema. So now you can see all the information we are having. AR underscore address, AR underscore user. So these two tables we did not create anything. And we need to check with the address here. Observe here 516. Address ID we are getting 516, home address and billing address. Getting the point. Now what we need to do, we need to select with the schema we need to specify and user record. Now we can observe we are having how many information here. Now you can see the username and password, first name, last name. So these are the home address information. So these three are the home address information we are getting, and so these are the billing information. Getting the point. So now what you understand here, when we are trying to work with this particular component here, what happens internally? So we can specify the column information into the user table with the reference of this particular component here. So here we can specify what exactly the column we want to specify. Getting the point. The same information we are having inside this particular address also. But what is the difference we are getting here? We are using the same address table. So using the same address table, we are trying to differentiate with so what is the home address and what is the billing address here. So this is the way we can differentiate here. And what components we need to provide here. So inside the user, so like what are the components we provided here. So those are the very important components we need to understand here. So user.hpm.html. And now we can understand here how many properties we are going to create. So these properties are going to create inside this particular user table. So any questions regarding this particular so composition like component or how we can work on the component using the same table with a different information. So instead of creating two tables here, what we are doing here, we are trying to work with the same table, but the information we are having differently here. Yes, but here, if you are not interested to insert the data into the address table here, what we can do? We don't want to, getting the point, we don't want to go for this particular address here. So just for understanding, I'm providing here. Basically, so here you can see home address and billing address, the same information we are having inside this particular address. So instead of defining these two information here, what we can do? We can make the relation between the user and the address, and we can specify the type here. Getting the point. So based on the type here, what we can do, we can go for the particular information. The type here, we can check with the home address or we can check with the billing address. So that we are going to discuss when we are trying to discuss with the mapping related information here. So basically, so using this particular type here, we can easily understand here. So what kind of address here? Getting the point. So that type we are going to create like a address type table, and we can define the what are the address types here. So this is going to provide more information regarding this particular two object here. So just to before going to provide the type related information, first we need to understand here how this particular data is inserting into the user table as well as address table here. Right. So sometimes so this is also useful how we can work on this particular component here. Okay, using this particular component, how we can insert the information here. Basically, if you are not familiar here, so we don't want to commit this. Right. So now you can understand here, if I'm not going to save this particular record here, what happens internally? Only these records are going to save into the user table. So now let me change to the ID setting. Observe, again I'm trying to run the same example. So you can see, so we did not get any exceptions here. Right. So we'll understand here inside this particular address table. So still you are having two records, but now you can see in the user table we are going to have one more record here. You can easily understand here. Okay, so user ID. Basically, we need to understand here this particular user ID, even though we are specifying this manually because of this particular generator. Because of this particular generator class, what happened internally? So Hibernate is going to provide the next value, because Hibernate is internally it's creating one sequence here, cutting the point. So this is the airlines dot Hibernate sequence is created here, right? So inside this particular sequence here, based on this particular sequence, the values are going to generate it. Because of this particular sequence here, previously you can understand here 5 6 here. Address ID we are having to 5 and 6. But if I'm going to run this particular airlines here, so after 6, so 7 and 8. After 6, 7 and 8 records are inserted. So you can see the 8th record here. What happens internally the 8th record here? So one more record is inserted here. One more record is inserted here. So the same record is not inserted into this particular address. Cutting the point. So this is all about this particular composition here. But sometimes what happens here, saves the address information, the same record which is going to store into the address here. So you can see only user table. For other user, we don't have address information. Right. So this is also we have a possibility we can eliminate the record inserted into address here. Getting the point. Using this we can provide and so we can make the type information. So the type information we can check here the billing details here. Sorry, yeah, billing details. When we are going to work on this particular billing details, like some people they are going to provide with the credit card or they are going to provide with the bank details here. So the credit card and the billing details is a subclass of this particular billing details class. So how exactly we can differentiate the billing details record is a credit card record or bank details record. So this section we can discuss in our tomorrow class here, because we need to discuss the mapping classes information. So what are the mapping classes we are having, and so what are the disadvantages we are going to have with the mapping classes here. So which mapping class is the best one we are going to discuss in the tomorrow class here. So this mapping class is also important here. So after completion of this particular mapping classes here, so we are going to work with joint relations, right? So we are going to have a association and composition between these particular tables here. So how exactly we can work with two tables or more than two tables here. So those information we are going to discuss after completion of this particular mapping information here. So this particular mapping and association very important here. So once we are familiar with these two, we can define any table, we can join the any table here. Cutting the point. So first we need to understand this sequence here, how this particular sequence is created. So inside this particular schema, so you can see, so we are having sequence here, Hibernate sequence here. So what is the starting value 1? So minimum value which is going to increment by 1, and this is a max value. So minimum value this and increment also 1 here. Cutting the point. So this is all about the sequence we are going to call Hibernate. The name of this particular sequence called Hibernate sequence here. Getting the point. Up to this value, this particular sequence is going to increment the value. Okay, so we'll have the mapping information in our tomorrow class. So any questions regarding this particular component information here? But now we understand here how we're going to communicate with the address and the user here. So any questions regarding our today's session? Okay. So if we don't have anything, we'll try to continue the mapping information tomorrow.